What's going on, guys? Figure I made a little video real quick. Um, so I know I mentioned in the last video that we've been dealing with mites. It's a tough fight, but it can be won. It's not anything that you can't get over, right? So it's just mites. It's not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal because if you look at a snake that's got several mites on it, it's breathtaking to say the least. But anyhow, so we're still dealing with them, checking them every day, checking the paper towels every day, putting olive oil on them every day, just to make sure any eggs that are there are going to end up dying off, right? So trying to make sure they stay lathered up in olive oil, to say the least. But other than that, I've been outside all day working on my quail coop that I'm building for my quail. They're about ready to come out of the brooder box and be put into just a coop, a fly coop. So that's what I went to work today, and as soon as I came home, on the way home, I stopped at Home Depot and picked up some lumber, and been working on it. Unfortunately, I don't have enough lumber. I need to go back and get more. I have plenty wire for the bottom and all that stuff. So the bottom's done. The sides are done. I just need to put the wood around it, right? So other than that, it's ready. And hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow, I'll be able to move all the birds out to it. They're in my shop right now in a brooder box, like I mentioned, and it's taking up a lot of space, and it doesn't smell very good, especially hot. It's real hot here. But anyhow, if you've seen in the thumbnail, I'm holding Raymond's shed. You know, I'm sure you guys have heard me talk about him. He's just a tiny little corn snake. This is his shed. He just shed out the other day. I don't know if you guys can get a good glimpse of it or not. Of course, the shed is always going to be just a little bit longer than they are. But one thing I wanted to point out, hopefully this camera will pick it up, is right there. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. It's got both eye caps. I always check every time a snake sheds. I always check for eye caps, and this one's got both of them. I think I might have went cross-eyed a little bit there. Sorry about that, but it's got both eye caps in it. They don't shed out like a ball python will kind of roll their shed up, and it'll just be a big clump. I don't think I have one in here. I think I threw them all out the other day. But anyhow, yeah, I definitely threw them out the other day. Anyhow, the corn snake, they shed in long, or mine anyway, the ones that we've had, they shed in long strips like this. This is a complete all the way to the tip. So I don't know if that's normal for a corn snake or not, but this one, every one that we've had has shed the same way. So it's really neat. I like to look at the sheds when they come out, try to roll them out to see how long they are. This is probably a few inches longer than he is, give or take, right? So he's not quite this long, but this is pretty big actually. He may be closer to the size of this. I don't know, but anyhow, like I mentioned, sorry I got off track. Always check for eye caps, because it's not going to focus. There it goes. Because a stuck eye cap is a pain in the butt to deal with. I don't know if you guys have had to deal with it or not, but let me put this up. But a stuck eye cap is not, it's not fun. The way that I deal with it is with a Q-tip. Get a warm Q-tip and just kind of rub over both directions until it starts to pop loose. Once it pops loose, it comes right off, no problem. But yeah, we've had to deal with it a couple times. And actually on Zelda, we thought she had a stuck eye cap, and I think I mentioned this too in her video. We thought she had a stuck eye cap, but it ended up being dehydration. So she was dehydrated so bad that it looked like her eyes were glassed over from going in the shed or having stuck eye caps. But once we soaked her in some Pedialyte and water, she perked right up and her eyes cleared out. So she's doing a lot better, by the way. She ate a humongous meal. Well, I shouldn't say that. She ate a bigger meal than she normally does yesterday. So we'll see how she does. She's fine. She's just fat. She's she ate a pretty good sized meal for her. Um, we've been feeding her small rats, and the one that we fed her last night, is one of ours that we bred out, and he was just a little bit bigger. He was probably, I don't know, I don't know of anything to compare him to, but he was about a $half size, maybe a little bigger around than that, and it's just a little bit bigger than her belly, right? So they say that's okay as long as you don't go too much bigger because you'll hurt them on the insides. But that the rat that she ate wasn't huge, but it was huge for her, if that makes sense. It's probably a juvenile, I would say. I'm not exactly 100% on the ages of rats, like pinkies, fuzzies, hoppers. I'm not sure about that. But she was definitely. My dog just got in trouble. uh, she's definitely. She handled it no problem. She ate him. So that's a good thing. It took her a little while to get him down. Like I said, it was probably the biggest meal she's ever had. So she's doing really good, though. She's close to 550 grams, I think. So I don't know if you heard that. I don't know what they're doing. I might not want to know what they're doing. They're doing it though. But yeah, she's close to 550 now. And with that big meal, she's probably closer to 575. But anyhow, we'll probably hold off feeding her for, I don't know, 9 to 10 days probably, just because it was such a large meal. She probably won't eat again anyhow. Link, we offered Link a rat the other day, and he did not take. So, well, that was the same day that we soaked him in olive oil, so I'm sure that kind of messed with him a little bit. But anyhow, that's what we got going on here. I figured it would be cool to show you guys that shed. I know a lot of people keep their sheds so they can measure the growth rate of their snakes. I had a bunch of them saved up, but ended up throwing them all out the other day. They're just, just laying around, not really doing anything, not doing nothing with their life. But I think that Ezekiel's getting ready to shed, and Negan, it looks like he's going to shed soon too. So that's a good thing. His scales were turning kind of, I don't know, foggy looking, I guess is the best way to put it. That's normally a telltale for him. I don't know if every boa is the same, but he'll turn kind of foggy, like a milky looking color. His eyes will gloss over, and then after his eyes clear up, actually his body will start to clear up, and then he'll shed out real good. So that's for him. He's doing pretty good. We tried to feed him again. He did not take. Let's see. We tried to feed Big Mama Lucille. It was a couple days ago. She didn't take. We'll probably try to feed her again tomorrow. Ezekiel always eats. He doesn't turn it down. Yeah, guys, that's all I got. Like I said, I've been outside all day building a quail coop. It's built up off the ground so nothing can get to it from underneath. So that should help. Won't be long. We'll be doing a chicken coop. We've got our chickens are ready to come out of the brooder box pretty soon as well. They're going to be pretty good size. So that's just an update on everything, really everything that we got going on right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I did see a thing where Alabama passed a bill the other day. I want to say it was on the 7th of August. They passed a bill that nobody knew about until just a couple of days ago. Almost the exact same bill that passed in Florida. So you can't breed or own tegus or any venomous reptiles that are not native. And then as far as that goes, I think I may be mistaken, but I think it's illegal to own a native species. I could be wrong, but I think that's the case. I think it's illegal to own a native species. So they're pretty much, they give everybody in Alabama like 90 days to notify Fish and Games, and then they have to either give over their animals or do something else with them. So that's unfortunate. Um, I'll try to do some digging and find the link to help them with their fight. I want to say it's U.S. ARC, but I'm not 100%, so don't quote me on that. I will try to find it. If I don't leave it in this description, I will leave it in the next video that I do. I may do a whole video on that, and that's just to go and you can send a letter to the governors and the mayors, and or you can donate to the cause. They're a really good organization. They really fight for our rights as reptile owners and breeders. So it's good to look into them. I'll probably just put that link in tomorrow's video, and I'll do a whole video on that tomorrow, so you guys can have that to look at, look it up. Send a letter, send an email to your state representative, send an email to Florida's state representative, to Alabama's state representative, just to let them know where you stand on this matter. So anyhow, guys, that's all I got. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a question for you guys. I always try to ask a question. I don't have anything today. I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Comment, share, like, subscribe. Help me grow this channel. I sure would appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next one.